Hi everybody, it's Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. How are you guys? I'm so happy to be with you tonight. I hope everybody is doing awesome and you guys are ready for some fun tonight and a really cool card. I'm still waiting for it to show me live so that I can sure that my camera's in the right place. I think I need to pull it a little down. Let's see how that goes. A smidge. I'm gonna go a smidge up. It's never perfect. It's never a perfect view, but I think that's good. And we're straight. How is everybody doing? I hope you guys are doing awesome. I want to say hi to Sherry and Mom and Clem, Eileen. Eileen, is Mom watching with you? Hi Rose and Lisa and Lou. Hi Team Lee and Cheryl. I hope you guys are doing awesome. Yes, exciting fun we're going to have tonight with the Changing Leaves bundle. I hope you guys all saw the preview of this really beautiful card. All right, so let's talk about World Card Making Day first, then we'll talk about the crew. So World Card Making Day is on October 5th. It is on a Saturday. I happen to have Card Fiesta that day. And it's from 2 to 3 Mountain Time in the United States, so you'll have to convert that. On the Eastern Time, it's 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. So you'll just have to convert it from Mountain. Is he okay, Sherry? I hope everything's okay with him. Hi, Janice. Thanks for joining us. Kimberly, girl, where you been? So World Card Making Day is just a fun event. They're gonna show some different craft projects and just be for you to hang out and watch some people make some cards for an hour on day the 5th. I also have a class that day, and so it's until till 3:30. So perfect timing. 30 minutes later, I get to watch Stampin' Up make cards, right? So anyway, October 5th. From 2 to Mountain Time. And if you haven't registered, you can go to my website, inkyhandswarmhearts.com. You want to click on shop. You want to go to my online store. And you want to register, because there's a section in the online store that says World Card Making Day, and you register there. Let's talk about my Inky Hands crew. This is a membership that I have for $7.99 a month. You get 2 video tutorials a week, every Friday in your inbox. You'll receive 2. You have to make sure though that you are signed up for my newsletter, and that's not blog updates, but actually my newsletter. And so if you go to my website to sign up for my newsletter, you want to scroll down until it says newsletter as the heading, not blog updates. So once you're signed up for my newsletter, then you can purchase your membership. Then every Friday you can get the video tutorials in your inbox. It's a really great system. It works super well. Hey John, thanks for joining us. Hey Maleda. All right, so Inky Hands Crew, that's what that is. If you need more information about the ins and outs, how it works, how your credit card is billed, and all that good stuff, You want to go to my website, inkyhandswarmhearts.com, and click on memberships in the menu, and you will get all the information. If you still have questions after that, feel free to send me an email at Kelly with an I, Kelli, at inkyhandswarmhearts.com. All right, so next, Card Fiesta. I do a card class every other Saturday, and we have a ball. Fun time to get together, make cards, have fun. And we just had it this Saturday, and the next one will be on the 5th of October. So yeah, if you are local, I'd love to have you join us. Just let me know. I do need an RSVP so I could get your spot prepared and have enough, make sure I have enough spots for everyone. And then as far as if you vacation in the Virginia Beach area, we would love to have you come and join us for class. All right. If you spend $50 with me in my online store, you will get, my usually has 30 or more projects, and the September one has 40 projects. Today is a super awesome day for you to spend $50 because we have a clearance rack, which means that we have a ton of stuff deeply discounted, up to 60% off in the clearance rack. So that is also easily reached on my website. So you can click on Inky Hands Warm Hearts and then shop, and under shop I think there's a clearance rack button, and you can click on that and go to the clearance rack section of my online store. And if you spend $50 total before tax and shipping, and you use my host code, which by the way, I'm getting ahead of myself. This is what it is right here. Another quick and easy way to get to my host code is to go to my website and log in the menu, and then you can scroll down until you see it. It's in a it has some hearts as a background, and if you click that image, it takes you to, or it puts the code in for you. It's like a no-brainer. You don't have to remember it. You don't have to try and figure out the sequence of it. It's already plugged in, and it puts it as your demo. And if you have any problems when you do that, just feel free to reach out to me and I'll try and help. But yeah, I'd love to send out my tutorial bundles, and starting this month I've been trying to send them as soon as you order. I sometimes forget, so that's my new plan. All right, paper pumpkin. Nests of Christmas is our paper pumpkin for the month, and I think it's going to be really great. It's coordinating with our mini catalog suite, Nests of Winter. I gotta find that suite, of course. This always happens. In fact, this happened to me last night when I was trying this. So it coordinates with this suite of products. I think it's gonna be a really beautiful. I'm excited to get that. And if you have never subscribed to Paper Pumpkin before, and you subscribe with a brand new email that has never subscribed to Paper Pumpkin before, you can go to my website, and under shop there's a section called Paper Pumpkin, and then you'll click the button to sign up. And when you sign up, if it's your first month, you have until October 10th. You can get 40% off your first box with a credit card month-to-month purchase. And we'd love to have you as a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. All you need to do to get the 40% off is to use code HOLIDAY40, and that's all you need for that. All right, so, speaking of Paper Pumpkin, it is the first month of the last quarter, and so we have brand new dies. If you haven't purchased those yet, feel free to grab those. They're awesome. They're in my online store. They're called Merry Tags and More. You can just type that into the search. It'll pop them right up. All right, kits collection. We have 2 kits for September. The Christmas ornament kit, which is actually really beautiful. It makes 9 Christmas ornaments, a great way to add an ornament to a Christmas present that you're giving somebody. You could always write the year somewhere on that ornament, and then they will have it on their tree every year, which is beautiful, I think. The other one is the Card Keeper kit. I actually got mine in the mail. I haven't had a chance to mess with it, but I think I'm going to do a class with this Card Keeper kit, where you purchase the kit from me, and then we upscale some of the projects that are in it. So I think this is going to be a fun class, but I have to make sure that we have enough quantity and everything's good with that. So let's see what happens. It would be in October if we did it. It also makes a wonderful Christmas present. Christmas wishes are Christmas cards, so if you're interested in those, you can get those. They're $23. You get 8 cards in that kit. And then we had a haunted house, which is no longer available at the moment, but it will be back. Creativity Abounds is a design team I'm a part of, and every month we do a tutorial that you can purchase in my online store. They run about $15, and there's 13 projects from 13 different demonstrators from all around the world. It's an international group, so it's pretty fantastic. I would love to have you. And if you haven't signed up to come to Stamp Camp, please come and join us. We have the best time. I would love to have you as a newcomer join and come to Stamp Camp. So if you have questions about it, if you don't understand like all that's entailed for it, please reach out to me. I'd be happy to explain it to you. And yeah, love to see you at Stamp Camp. All right, so Halloween paper piecing projects are finally ready. They've actually been up there for a little bit now, but not that long. So if you have not purchased your Halloween project paper piecing patterns, make sure you do so. And they are located in my online store in the PDF tutorial section. I also have the 2023 and 2022 Halloween projects in there, and then Easter 2024 and 2023. And then Stampin' Up! Is doing a give back in our Me catalog. So if you haven't seen that, it is right here. It's a way that you can make a difference. So $3 donation from every designer series paper pack of the Sentimental Christmas. That would be fantastic so that we could help children around the world. So $3 is donated to organizations dedicated to the future of children around the world. So we hope that you will join us in making a difference. And if you don't know, we have a scrapbooking brochure in addition to our mini catalog and our annual catalog. It's new. It came out at the beginning of September, and it is located digitally on my website. So if you want to see that, or you can go to my website and go to my online store, and in the store you can choose what's new, and then it should say scrapbooking brochure, and then you can look at everything that's there. So I think that's it. Today's project that we're doing is from an online exclusive bundle, which means that it never was in a printed catalog. It just was published directly to online. We do that. And actually we will have a refresh of online exclusive for customers to purchase November 5th. So yes, very exciting, and we get to pre-order as demonstrators on October 1st, so that's very exciting as well. I always love new stuff and new things to inspire me. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'm going to put together this card for you guys today. So this is the card that we are making today. My fellow demonstrator Trish, the inspiration for this card. And I absolutely love this new basic beige cardstock. It reminds me of Sahara Sand, retired. So pretty. Hey, Julie. I hope Sherry's okay. Man, thank goodness that your power came back on so that you could watch. Oh my goodness. If anybody has popped in that I missed saying hi to, I want to say hi. And if you're brand new and you have never said hi, please say hi. We would love to greet and make you part of our little group that meets together every Tuesday night. We always have a fun time together chatting away while I'm making projects, so please say hi. And if you're watching on the replay, let me know that you hear by leaving me a comment. That would be fantastic. Don't forget also to subscribe to my channel, click the thumbs up, and click on the bell notifications so that you get notified every time I have a new video. All right, so changing leaves is what we're going to be using today. So let me explain how changing leaves work. It's this stamp set here, which looks uneventful. Doesn't really look like it's going to make that great of a card. This die set, which comes with this really large die that cuts all 3 of these leaves out at the same time. And then you have some standalone die and some labels. I'm in love with the basic beige. What do you think of it hard? Oh, good, Sherry. All right, so that's part of it. And then you get the fantastic embossing folder, which if I had to pick one thing, I think this is the star. Woo! This is the star of the show. Something fell in my craft room, sorry for the little woo, but it startled me. So this is a hybrid embossing folder. If you don't know what a hybrid embossing folder is, it means that it embosses like any regular embossing folder, but you can also die cut at the same time. And the way that you die cut is on the side of the embossing folder that has the Stampin' Up logo, you set your die in place. So in this instance, it happens to be this die right here, and it fits in there. And once it's in place, I can't slide it out of the way. It locks in place. Then you place a piece of cardstock in there, and then you close up your folder and you make a sandwich. And this is a 3D embossing folder. So on the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, you're going to use plate 1 and plate 4, and you're going to put it through. And when it comes out, it will cut your piece of paper and give you these beautiful impressed leaves. I think they're stunning. Let's see if I can get a good picture now that I put them all in my hand. I think I'm too close. But see how beautiful they are? So pretty. Let's get that one right there, because that one, you can't see that one. But let's try and see if we can get this one in here. It's really pretty. So these are our embossed leaves. They're pretty awesome. Okay, and so that's how we make our card. So in the background, well, let's just get started and I will explain as we go. But so it's a really cool process that you can have 3 parts, right, that all work together. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started, and we're going to start on this card. So the base of the card is 4 1/4 by 11 basic beige. And we're going to score at the half. And then I always bring the corners together here. And I will burnish. Me too. It's due back on Monday, the week of the 30th. So if you don't have it, it's gone out of stock, I think, 3 times. That's how popular it is. It's so beautiful. And I would like to say that Rose is the one who has lent me hers so that I can make you this fantastic card, because I really wanted to use it and I could never get my hands on it in time. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to emboss that backdrop. So there's plate number 1, plate number 4. And we just want to emboss the background. So I'm not putting the die in. So I'm just going to stick this embossing folder in the corner. And we're going to put it on plate number 1. Whoops. Plate number 1. plate number 4, and you will crank it through your machine. All right, all those little noises, but wait until you see the reveal. Are you guys ready? This is stunning. Look at that. It's absolutely gorgeous. All right, on to the next step. Oh, got a lot of steps, right? No, I'm only kidding. All right. So we're going to attach this layer. I'm actually going to turn it this way with this down here. And I'm going to attach it, well, not upside down, but I'm going to attach it onto my card base. All right, so let's grab my silicone mat. Yeah, this is so beautiful. I've seen literally those gorgeous cards made with this folder. All right. So let's go ahead and add this base onto the front of our card. And when I use an embossing folder and I'm attaching onto a card base, I like to roll because I feel like when I do that, I have a little edge issue, but I'm going to get from that. I feel that when I do that, it really adheres well. So now we have color on color, but see how beautiful it is? This is such a gorgeous embossing folder. Literally so pretty. All right. So next, we are going to stamp our 3 leaves. Okay. So we have 3 scraps for our, I just cut them out of 3 scraps. You know, I just grabbed 3 scraps that would fit my leaves on there. So each leaf, we're going to stamp that in pecan paint. And whenever I have a large stamp set, I like to ink upside down because in my opinion, you get better coverage. You can see how well it got coated, right? And then you can stamp it. So here is the first one. The large, and this is on a pretty big block, an E block. So the leaf, okay. Oh, goodness. I don't know where that sneeze from. So there is one down. Oh my goodness. I'll probably sneeze 3 times at least. Now we're going to do pecan pie. Let's do the medium leaf. And this one you can also stamp upside down, but it's smaller. I don't tend to do the smaller stamps this way, but you can if you want to. If you want to grab it, you can. And so here we go. There's that one. And then our last one is going to be in crushed curry. I don't know why I didn't close my pecan. Okay, so let's get that one. And we'll get, I feel like it's not inked enough on this one edge, but I'm probably just overreacting. All right, let's put that one down. So on 3 scraps of basic beige, I have 3 leaves. All right. So now comes the fun part. Are you guys ready for the fun part? All right. We're gonna put our die in our folder, okay, and get it in there where it's not shifting, okay. And we're gonna start with the large leaf first, and I'm gonna line it up like this from it open from the back side. And you want to make sure that you get your leaf stem in there and all that good stuff. And see how that's in there pretty good now? So now I'm going to close my embossing folder. I hold one side and then close. And we're going to put it through. So let me grab my big eye. Let me move my card out of the way. We're going to do plate number 1, plate number 4. Same as when you don't have the die in place, okay? Thanks for all the bless yous. I just looked at the chat. Okay, so there is my first leaf. And I'm going to shake all these extra bits out. And I'm going to try and show you in the camera. So let me see if I can get it where you guys can really see. It's embossed, it's raised up and stamped. And the reason you can't see it so great is because I got really lucky and I got the embossing right on the veins. But in person, you can see the embossed little areas inside. You can kind of see it right there. It's hard to see on camera. But you don't have to do this if you don't want to. You could just put it in there and die cut it with the die cuts instead. Okay? You don't have to do the embossing. Hopefully, we're going to see it on one of these here soon. Okay? So we're going to put our die back in. We're going to do leaf number 2 next. All right. I'm going to hold it. It's just easier if you hold your paper. All right, I'm going to have to trim my paper. So let's get our scissor. It's too big in some areas. So let's just trim this X off. That should be good. All right. So we're going to line it up and have it fall right into place and get it in there good. I am pleased with that. All right, so I'm just going to hold on to that and press. Okay, put it on our embossing platform. Put our number 4 plate over the top and give it a good, I don't even know what to call it. Give it a good pump through the machine. All right. And there is that one. And this one, because it's more solid, you can see the indentation in between the leaves better than the first flower. I mean, not flower, better than the first leaf. But see how it's nice and embossed? All right, so on to the last one. Let's get these little... I always like to purge everything out of my piece, out of my embossing folder. Let's grab our... Where's our little... Here it is. All right, so let's get this one in place. Looks like I might have to trim... Oh, no, I don't. It fits. All right, so we're going to get this one into place here. And it looks like I'm quite happy with that. Okay. We're going to close our folder. All right. And let's go one more time. And we're doing all three of them. All right. Let's open this one. See what we got. See how pretty, oh, you can really see it good on this one. Way better than the first leaf. I don't know. This one is more open or something. But see how you can see the veining in the beige? So gorgeous. So gorgeous. All right, so I'm gonna purge my folder of my scraps. Just make sure you get all of, even these small areas. You can use your, take your pick tool if they get caught in any of the thin crevices to remove any small paper shards. All right, so there is that. Let's move this little guy out of the way. All the other die cutting I've done ahead of time. I just wanted to show you how to do that particular portion, because to me it needed to be demonstrated properly, and seeing it 3 times should be good to go now. Third time's the charm is what they say. So 3 times I did. All right, so there's our 3 leaves. Let me try and get all this trash off my desk. All right. Lots of parts and pieces. All right. So let's bring our card back in. Here we have our 3 stamped leaves. I have a stamped sentiment that I used in, let me set my die back on there properly. With this, this is the one, and I stamped it in Coastal Cabana. That's the color of these outer standalone die pieces. So I'm gonna show you what I did ahead of time. Thank you, Lou. All right, so we have our 3 colored leaves. We have our card base. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. And to me, this is like the leaf has disintegrated and it just has the little ends. And then you have 3 standalone die and 1 of the double leaf. And I'll show you dies once more. So here is this one. 1 of these, 3 of these. And then we're going to do this leaf. And I cut them out of basic beige. And I have, how many? I think 4. So 4 of those. So if you want to get a screenshot of that, go ahead and grab that. Let me just make sure I put it so that you can get it in the picture. Okay, so that's what you need. All right, let's see. So now we're going to start assembling our little nest of leaves and greenery pieces, I guess is what we're going to call them. So I'm going to put my colors down the right side. I'm going to move that out of the way. I'm going to put all my same pieces on the same section. And I got to leave room so that you guys can see what I'm doing. So we'll put that one there, these here, and we'll move this one down here. All right, so we're gonna lay out, just make sure that your card opens the right way. We're gonna lay how we want these to look, okay? How we want them to be, where we're gonna put what, okay? So for me, I want this smaller one to be right here at the top, okay? So this is the one that's gonna be in this area. Then I'm gonna put one of these right here. We're gonna do one of these, and you're just kind of laying a base for all of your stuff to lie on, if that makes sense, okay? So we're kind of making like a wreath or a fan. All right, so we're gonna add a couple more pieces. Let's add one of these here. And you see how it made kind of a little fan? So now I'm just gonna take my wet multi-purpose glue, and I'm gonna bring you guys down a little bit, okay? I want you to really be able to see what I'm doing. Hopefully that's not too low. I'm gonna bring it, there we go. All right, so I think I'm crooked. Am I? I probably am. Okay, I think I'm good now. All right, so we're gonna start gluing these pieces. So all I'm doing is adding a little wet glue and adding them to the base of my card, okay? Most of these are gonna be covered, but the tips are gonna show really well. So it's okay if you get glue outside of the area, as long as you have a nice base. A lot of times I will use like my take your pick tool lid, because I don't care if it gets glue on it, and push down so that my fingers don't get gluey. And there's no need to sacrifice adhesive sheets for something like this, in my opinion, because it's all covered. It's not like you want the whole leaf to be sticky. You want it to flow on the edges and kind of stick up. And I'll show you what I mean by that in a minute. Like, see on this card how this is lifted and these are lifted. If you had adhesive sheets on the back, they wouldn't have any kind of play. All right, so that's the beauty of using the wet glue, okay? You can move it around a little bit, that kind of stuff. So this one's gonna come almost all the way down, like right about there-ish, okay? Are we good? Okay, so the next layer, I'm gonna have a leaf here, okay? I'm gonna do a leaf here. And I'm gonna add my big leaf next, okay? So I'm just gonna start with one. And once I put my big leaf down, you'll really be able to see it. I'm gonna wait on this one, but I want to go down. Again, just the stem, because you want there to be some play here. All right, so let's get our big leaf. And the big leaf is going to have dimensionals on the back. So we're gonna start with dimensionals, and I'm just gonna put 2 on each petal. We don't need any on the stem because it doesn't need to be popped up. It's gonna have other stuff overlaying it. So just hold on to each petal as you pull, because you do have that thinness there and you want to have some support as you're lifting against that leaf. So hold on always when you pull. If you use the take your pick tool like I do to pull your backs off, you have to hold right near it, okay? So now it's time to put our big leaf on. And so we're just gonna position it how we want it. So I want that one to kind of be in between these 2 petals, and I want that one to lay kind of in between that one. I think I want this one like this. Yeah, that is perfect. So see how I have a little bit sticking out behind everything? Let me know that you guys are still with me. All right, so that's where that goes. So next, we're gonna add a couple more of these on top. One here, okay? We want that to be kind of on that leaf right there. And we're gonna add another one at the top, like that, right here. Maybe a little tilted this way, a little higher, like that. Whoops. All right. Come on, stay stuck for me. There we go. All right. And so now we're going to go ahead and add our orange leaf, and then that's going to lay kind of like this, but I think I'm going to put one of these on before I glue it. So you kind of just set it there and figure out what you need to build. So I want this one kind of like in between here. And I don't want it to stick out too much because I'm going to have a bigger one on this side. So just play and tuck and lay your pieces how you think they look best, little by little. Okay, so this is not glued. I think I'm happy with all of that. So let's go ahead and add our dimensionals onto this leaf. Gonna get a mini for this spot, this spot, this spot, and this spot. All right, and let's go ahead and pull the backs off. Thank you, Tian. Yeah, you just want to take your time when you're doing a stack like that. I just want to make sure that you guys realize how to slowly build it and how to make it work, right? It's just going to tuck like and figure out, okay, where do I want this leaf to kind of want it over this, or I want it higher or lower. And so you have plenty of time to move it until you glue it down, right? So don't let it until you're ready. So I'm going to go this way with this leaf. I want it to be kind of there, even though it's a little different than my first one. And as you can see here, I'm getting some sinkage in that middle. So I'm going to grab a dimensional whenever I need to. And I'm going to tuck it underneath. So I have a little support right in that middle section. Okay. All right, so now we're going to lay our next leaf, and this one's going to come this way, and probably right about there-ish. And then I want this one to tuck over here, kind of overlapped with this one. And we're also going to put our, what do you call this? I can't even think. I don't know what I'm trying to think of, but you know what I mean. And I think this extra one, I think I'm going to tuck it down here and have it be longer. I don't have it on my other card that way, but every time you build one, you're going to build a little different because you're going to lay them down just slightly different. And I like to have a little bit of play. So there's that one. This piece is going to lay across, so we have to figure out where it's all going to go. So I think I'm going to raise this up slightly, and this one's definitely going to be tucked here with some dimensionals. So for this leaf here, we're going to add some dimensionals to the back of it. And let's go minis for the smaller leaves. Or I guess, I don't know, petal? Leaf petal? I don't know what to call them, but you know what I mean. To each of the little pieces. And let me grab my take your pick tool. And I'm also going to put some minis behind leaves. This one standalone. So let's figure out where this one's going to go first. Maybe like that-ish. Yes, I love that. All right, this one needs some minis. So we're gonna put one there, maybe two here on this one. And then on that one, it's too small. So I'm just gonna cut an edge. and add it. So a little skinny edge piece. I love that we have edges. Makes my heart happy. My little creating heart happy. All right, so there's that one. Come on. All right, and then you have to be really delicate with, because you can see how thin the stem is on those leaves. So we're gonna tuck this one in here, and you want it to kind of stick up-ish. I might add another dimensional behind that one to give it a little extra on each of these, because we have already a bunch of dimensional layers, so we'll give it a little extra lift. All right, it's gonna go like that. And then this is gonna come here over the top. I love how that turned out. That's excellent. All right, we're gonna push all of that into place. Let's go ahead and add our dimensional backings to our words. All right, so I think I do need one in the middle. I wasn't gonna put you. All right, so here is thank you, Eileen. Thank you, Julie. Thanks, John. Thank you, Roxanne. We're almost to the end, guys. Hang in there with me. All right, so we're gonna add this centered in the bottom. Like that. And it's kind of like it comes to a little pocket that they're tucked into where the word is, okay? So there is what we have going on here. I love this. This looks like it came off. I must have pulled it off. So I'm just gonna remove it, and I'm gonna add another one instead of gluing it. I have a billion dimensionals. We have stock in them, don't we, John? And I'm actually gonna put a little glue right there. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, if you notice anything like that, just fix it as you need to. This is turning out pretty awesome. Okay, so now we're gonna use the Tinsel Gem 3-pack. Thank you so much, Lisa. Yeah, the pop of Coastal Cabana, I think this card because it's so unusual for a fall card. So I don't know what colors these are because Stampin' Up doesn't tell us. Thank you, Maleda. So we're gonna add some of these. I'm gonna put one up here. One. And I'm gonna do a smaller one. Maybe here. Yeah, I'll get. And I like the thought of putting one in the leaf area because I just think it's so cool. All right, let's bring the camera back up so that you can see more than just this teeny tiny space. I just wanted you guys to be able to see it really close because to me, detail is everything. If you don't right now, I'm like very attention to detail. And so if I was watching, I would be like, I need you to zoom in. Which is why I zoomed in for you guys. All right, so let's move back up slowly without getting you sick, hopefully. All right, and straighten up. So here's our two cards. Let's get our bundle out again. So we have our awesome die, our awesome embossing folder, and our changing leaves stamp set. And come back on Thursday for a different card and a little bit more fun. And those of you that are members, you guys get a bonus projects on Friday, of course. your video tutorials. And I did something a little special because on Saturday it will be the 1-year anniversary of my Inky Hands crew membership, and so I wanted to celebrate. So the crew members get a little extra in their Friday. So if you're not a member, join. You don't want to miss out. It's super fun. It's only $7.99 a month. It's a great way to support me. If you're a hobby demo and you follow me, it's if you're in another country and you get ideas from me, it's a great way to help support me. A small price of $7.99 per month. All right, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Does anybody have any questions before I let you guys go? Thank you, Eileen. You're welcome, Lisa. Thanks for the hearts. I appreciate you guys. Know. It's very exciting to come to you guys every week and bring you some fun ideas. Thanks, everybody. Have a good rest of your night. Thank you, Sherry, Tian, and Lou. Thank you, Roxanne and Clem. Awesome, Lisa. Yay! I'm so excited. Thanks, John. Thank you, G. Everybody, this is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy stamping!